Hi, I'm Laetitia King and welcome back to another YouTube video. If it's your first time joining me and you want to learn more about wellness, break into your day and how to release naturally some pain and aches in your body with self-massaging, please subscribe here below and you won't miss out on anything. So today we are going to learn to feel our forearms and experience where the tensions are and why. So let's begin. All right. So let's go assess and feel the forearm. Start with the right hand or left, whatever works for you, and just palpitate as you're going to be wiggling your fingers and moving the wrist up and down. And suddenly you're noticing the action of those muscles or all the way close to the elbow. Okay, and they're really tight. And then even rotating the whole motion from the radius bone to the ulnar bone, who is doing a big mechanical rotation here until pronation. And that's maybe some familiar, that pronation posture, right? With the keyboard and the mouth, right? So those motions that we often have. When the natural function and mechanical, organic in ergonomic way of your body is to be palms close to your body, right? When you're walking, your hands going this way, or even running. We don't go and run like that, right? So, but there is actually put this into a disadvantage into this very tight muscle. And the one in question we're going to go ahead and focus more on today is the biggest one here, and in your forearms, and that is your brachioradialis muscle, and its function is to flex the elbow. So you can flex it like this, and we can flex it like that, right? And then this way. Well, so we have a lot of different ways we can use this function, but as we are going to this pronation, it's bringing a little more tension there. So now we know what is happening. That's why maybe a vertical mouse is more indicative of releasing the tension there versus to a flat mouse. Let's continue. All right, let's go get ourselves equipped and ready for a self-massage of our forearm, and be ready maybe with a pillow if you can to have an extra support, or maybe with your table in front of you. And then from there, you're gonna bring your hand in diagonal, so you can keep your elbow close to your core and move it in diagonal and a little bit forward from there. So you can move your body forward and it gets back to your core. You're gonna use your other elbow now to come to the crease right there of this elbow, and this with your body, not with your elbow. You're gonna press. So you can rest your hand here, and then you're gonna go and judge how much do you want, and then just a little, not too much, but just enough. So you're gonna raise your wrist up and you're gonna just go ahead and start noticing as you're wiggling your fingers, there's tensions there we hold. You can also step back with your elbow and move the fascia tissue a little forward and roll it back. And acknowledging by just be sensitive by where you think you're holding that tensions the most, and then lock in, and then when you have it, stay there for 3 breaths. Wiggle your fingers, move it around. Hold, breathe. You can even roll around, move around, another breath, and circle around. Just do what feels right. Good. You don't want to bruise the muscle, you just want to give some release there, and come out with your elbow. Now take your fist to come and hold the muscle with the heel of your wrist, and hold it tight like if you're squeezing a sponge and take the excess of water out, right? So you're moving that fascia tissue out of its nature here, and then you might just see a little bit of redness, and that's good because you have flow of circulation coming back there. Now with your thumb, you're gonna go ahead and massage it and then roll it around. Good, and again, bring your wrist up now. You're gonna feel it's have a little bit more ache here and there, so a little bit more work. Again, you can't take it all out in one day. You might want to review that 3 times this week and take your hand under it, take your thumb on top, and then same thing, just keep on massaging this area, rub it in, do a little circles, take your time, deep breath in and deep breath out. Good, and flush it down to disperse and release. Take a moment to assess from one forearm to the other right now, how light this become and has even a little more freedom for some of us who can experience that. Just acknowledge, okay? Now we're gonna do the same arm, so bring the elbow close and in diagonal, go forward, bring your body forward so you can lean and have this leverage. And then you're gonna take your palm up from the other arm so you can have a flat surface to work for. And then you can go start from your wrist and bring it up and move your body with it, right? So you start from the wrist and you go up and you go forward for a little more pressure, and it's just to ironing the muscle right there. Good, and you might find some tension close to the wrist, so we're gonna go back to that. Very good, and it's fine, really ropey there, there's not much muscles, but you're gonna go ahead and you can bring your elbow there, and then again, it's gonna be pretty tight, and we didn't know that until we get a little bit more pressure. Just don't push too hard. You're not here to bruise yourself, you're here to release tension, so not too much, not too little, just enough. Just gauging with your body into the muscle and going back and going forward a little bit here, and let it flat with your other arm to do the work and flush it down all the way to your fingers. Very good. And then one more time, flush it out, all the way out. Good. Take a moment, again, to assess, and then you notice one hand, obviously an arm was working, and this one received all the work, and feel like much more of this awareness and freedom and space was what we want. So now we're gonna work into those flexor. We just did the extensors, so let's go see what we can do there to release. So bring again your elbow forward, your body forward, and your fist. You're gonna go to the center here, and it's not with the fist pressing down, it's again bringing your body into it, and then release. And then you're gonna check as you're doing a little bit of movement with the wrist, so you don't do all the work with the pressure. And then when you release, you're gonna see a white and a little bit of coloration of redness as the circulation is coming back. Good. And then we're gonna go from the bottom by the heel of the wrist and up with the knuckles to go all the way up. And we're doing always a flow of going up mostly to bring the circulation up to the heart, and it's good also inside the vein. There's those little valves who has a little pocket, and you don't want a pocket to be pushed down and retaining that circulation blood flow, so you want help to bring it up. Good. And release and relax. Take again an assessment, and it feels really, really good. Let's go to the other side, shall we? So bring your elbow close to your core, bring your hand in diagonal, slide it forward, bring your body forward, and take that beautiful elbow of yours right there in the crease. And then relax your hand to the opposite elbow, and this with your body, you're gonna go in. Oh yes, we feel things. That's when you're right onto where you need to be. If you don't feel it enough, or you're checking in, go ahead and explore, investigate. That's what it is. Yeah, just find where you're at, keep moving. And when you find a good spot, don't go too deep, go more often through the week to check it in. Maybe it's your first time doing this, you didn't had any chance to figure that out, that this self-massages could be super helpful, right? Because we work with our arms and forearms and fingers all day long, asking many tasks to be accomplished. So taking the time to breathe in, breathe out 3 times. Bring that blood flow in your body. Very good. Exhale and release. Good. And come back out. So we're going to go ahead and be by the wrist with our radius bone to come and press, and then do a little motion going back up. And then you're going to find different places where you can go with your elbow and look where you're going. So your intention is important to know where you want to land this elbow, and it's with your body you're going down. You're not pressing with your elbow, it's your body is leaning down. That's it. Very nice. And flush it out. And one big flush down to the fingers. And release. Beautiful. Let's go and assess again. It's like, wow, it does make a big change, right? Now let's go ahead and take your thumb and then grab, like if you're squeezing with your heel of the wrist, and then you're squeezing a sponge, and take the extract of the water out. Grab this muscle, the brachioradialis. There we go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. And start to just move your thumb around and little squeeze, or 4 fingers, move it around. So you might notice maybe one side of your forearm versus to the other, just as you did maybe your hand massage previously in one of my other videos, that you notice more, tensions, hold depending on which task that you do. And that come to reflection and questioning, what is it do I do with this arm, right? And with this hand, what are those tasks and why those muscles are involved so much, right? So when that's done, flush it out. And then let's go with our hand palms forward with the fist and the knuckles. And then you're going to go and start by the wrist. And then move little by little, by even moving the wrist, and then move your body forward into it. And breathe. Very good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And we're going to go up and influence the blood flow to come quicker and easier in to the heart. And choose the pressure. Again, you can see my body's going forward and back, right? And then flush it out, release. Give that a little movement. And I hope that was helpful to you. If it was the case, please put your thumbs up and into that channel. And I hope to see you again soon for some more wellness break for you and some more natural pain release techniques with self-massaging. Thank you and have a great day.